You may not want to admit it, but winter is right around the corner, and you're probably wondering how much we'll have to use our winter gear this season.
Are we going to need the shovel? Come on. The Fox 43 Weather Impact Team is sharing what you can expect in the 2024-2025 winter outlook.
Will we spend more of our hard-earned money on snow supplies this winter, or will Mother Nature help us keep our wallets a little fuller? The Fox 43 Weather Impact Team has the answer.
But before we look ahead, let's look back to last season and see how we did with our 2023 to 2024 winter outlook. Overall, we hit our key ideas. We forecasted a range of 17 to 27 inches for Harrisburg, and Harrisburg ultimately got 18.7 inches last year. We knew the switch to a strong El Nino would help us a little more with snowfall than the very meager 22 to 2023 season before, where we only got 5.9 inches.
We also expected a weaker polar vortex to help set us up for more snow by giving us those needed bursts of colder air. Harrisburg International Airport narrowly missed some higher snow amounts from 2 February storms, and we believe this is why we fell in the lower end of our range.
Temperatures were also above average as expected, but we could have been a bit more aggressive. We called for the average seasonal temperature to be between 1 to 3 degrees above average, and we fell just short, just under 2 degrees, even milder than we expected.
Now, looking ahead to the 2024 to 2025 season, there are some big differences that heavily impacted our temperature and snow predictions this time around. This winter, we're shifting back to a La Nina pattern. And to review, this is a cooling of the equatorial waters of the Pacific Ocean. This usually brings milder temperatures to the East Coast and forces the storm track through the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley. Much more often than not, it leads to below average snow for central Pennsylvania.
And other big oscillations we're tracking also indicate less snow as well. You've heard us talk about the Pacific Decadal Oscillation the last few years, and it's still in a strong negative phase. So cooler waters remain just off the west coast. And this favors a cooler, unsettled conditions across the western U.S. and milder conditions for us along the East Coast.
That also helps keep the storm track, of course, and the coldest winter air to our west and northwest. History indicated a potential shift last season, even though scientists can't predict just yet when these shifts might happen. The PDO only became stronger in its negative phase this year, so we think that switch is even more unlikely this winter.
And we also look at the polar vortex to determine if cold bursts of air are more likely or if the winter cold stays locked up towards the North Pole. Last year, a weaker polar vortex helped us get some longer cold stretches, especially in January.
This year, the odds are even less in our favor. The polar vortex looks stronger this winter, meaning those colder chunks of air we need will be harder to come by. And the ones we manage to get might last only a couple days at best.
When we put this all together, we expect below average snowfall yet again this winter, along with some above average temperatures. So we'll put some numbers on it. We expect the average seasonal temperature to be about 2 to 4 degrees above average. La Ninas are known for mild Februaries, and we think that plays a huge role in the temperature outcome for this year.
And since we think it's another mild winter with that crucial storm track mostly to our west, we expect this to hurt snowfall amounts. We also think there's a low chance for a big storm to help us out this winter.
We're forecasting less snow than last winter, giving us a range of 9 to 19 inches. We think this setup brings more of a west to east difference in snow totals compared to last year. So we're calling for a bold prediction of 11 inches in Lancaster. Harrisburg ends up around the midpoint of our range, and that is a bold prediction of 14 inches. Lewistown, a little further north, has the best chance of getting a favorable storm track and our coldest temperatures. So we're giving those folks there a bold prediction of 19 inches.
But it only takes one big storm to make the difference here. If a big storm manages to beat the odds, we could end up just over our expectations.
And as you've come to expect from the Fox 43 Weather Impact Team, we'll hold ourselves accountable and let you know how we did.
Regardless of the outcome, you can count on our team to keep you safe and prepared for any winter impacts this season.